Hello! This is the part of the show where we do Kermit the Frog, big happy waving arms. Yay! Because that's how we roll at Meltdown Comics. Hello, everybody.
Does that make me Beaker?
Absolutely. You're tall. Yeah, I mean, look, all I have to do is keep this head shaved, keep the small little glasses, and you could do the me. My name is Dr. Bunsen Honeydew. Me. Here at Muppet Labs. Me. Hello, everybody. We're back on the wonderful, extraordinary Black Friday Geek webcast, coming straight from the heart of geekdom at Meltdown Comics. And I was not going to say Salt Lake City. I was just about to say Los Angeles. You guys are bringing me back to SLC. All the paladins from the quest are hovering around like moths to the proverbial metaphysical flame. And now, before we digress any further, allow me to introduce one of my very closest friends, staff member and excellent confidant, man about town, bon vivant. That's Mr. David Baxter.
Hi there, Cliff.
Hello there. How are you, sir?
So good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, buddy.
I've known this man for a long time.
He's been working with us at theonering.net and has been in the heart of lots of geekdom and fandom, not just ringers, but also Star Wars fans and Hellboy fans and a lot of other Game of Thrones fans. This guy, believe it or not, true to his word, is the guy that you can see doing the best cosplay as the tallest and most imposing figures known to pop culture.
Here's one. Do you recognize this?
Because he's never late, unlike myself. David, you've seen, yes. David Baxter, his official costumes have gotten like recognition from artists and stars and creators, and of course a few interesting prizes at comic conventions, San Diego Comic Con, and our friends back at Salt Lake at Fantasy Con.
Yes, they were.
Hello, Salt Lake. And wow, tell me something. We're about to start this whole conversation about larger than life?
Larger than life cosplay.
Larger than life cosplay. Well, the whole thing is, David, you've had a unique perspective, having been in a lot of different fandoms throughout the past few years, and yet you've had, you know, like an excellent time experiencing like cosplay like nobody else can do, because under that Vader costume, people are genuinely frightened. Genuinely imposing Vader, which ended up becoming a sensational, 1.8 million views on YouTube with the now familiar Batman versus Darth Vader superpower beatdown. He's involved with this too.
I have to say something at this moment. Yes, I was in Batman versus Darth Vader, Bat in the Sun production, amazing video, watch it. But in order to bring Darth Vader to life, it actually took 3 different people. There was the gentleman who did the voice,
yes.
But more important than that, the person who actually did the fighting is actually here.
Yes.
Damien, can you come forward for a second?
We have our extra special guest star, Damien, who is here. Hello, sir.
How you doing?
Welcome aboard.
Thank you very much.
Now, you remember, Cliff's really tall.
He's a tall
So,
guy.
I'm 6'1".
So
actually,
we're really, really, really tall, which helps with this kind of thing. Vader's key. Because you don't want Vader with like little dinosaur T-Rex arms.
And I've seen that. That's kind of sad.
It is. It's really depressing.
You know the old trick where somebody walks down the stairs behind a table and they go, it's impossible for them to do this trick.
No.
Just physically impossible.
Drag parts on everything.
You'd have to really build the floor down. So,
but you should know, Damien not only is an actor, producer of this thing, but he also is an executive at Wizard World.
Yeah. Excellent.
So it's
excellent.
like
At
geek.
Wizard World.
Yeah, I handle
everything.
This is a man who I want to meet.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you. Yeah, I handle all the video production.
David, we'll take it from here.
Yeah.
See you guys.
No, I'm just kidding.
Bye, Standard.
This is so cool, actually. What we have around us are, you're going to tell us what we have.
Sure.
And with that, I'll let you talk about your stuff.
And then I'll pull you back?
Because this is your show.
I will.
No,
But there's a certain point I'm going to pull you back. You don't mind?
I'm going to be right here.
All right. Very good.
I'm your #1 fan.
Are we going to do my first time viewing of the Batman versus Darth Vader?
Yes, you will.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to be the second.
Not yet. Not just yet.
But we have to work up to that.
Yes.
Okay. So, so today I thought I would bring in some of just pieces from my personal collection, which has been amassing, for a long time.
Yeah.
Since before, like, I think many of our viewers were born.
What was your first cosplay that you ever did?
My first cosplay that I ever did was Cornelius from Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
And this
nice.
was
so good.
It was actually really, really good. It was in the 1970s, and my mom sewed the Cornelius costume, and I had like saved up for I think 2 years to get the full head mask. It was really awesome. And this is obviously before cosplay, the term came into existence. But I've always been drawn to worlds of imagination. I mean, I grew up watching Willy Wonka, The Hobbit, the animated version, and then,
Me too.
Well, they're both animated.
they're both, what are you talking? Well, I don't know how animated Willy Wonka is. But,
With the one with Gene Wilder? No,
Yeah.
that's a live action film, Justin.
I don't know. He was. I think he was trying to make a joke. I can't quite. I'm not exactly sure what it was. But in any case, so that was my first cosplay. I loved Halloween. Growing up in Detroit it was kind of the, they have Devil's Night there, so Halloween and Devil's Night's really big.
Yeah.
And so I always did that. And when I moved out to California, I actually happened upon a very interesting store. It was called Fantasta Store, which is the store that would eventually become Meltdown Comics. And as a child,
Really?
I went to see Star Wars in 1977. I was 13.
Yeah.
And I saw that Darth Vader helmet, and I wanted it so bad, and I couldn't get it. And I didn't have the money, I didn't have the resources. Years went by, decades went by, and I went into this store, Fantasta Store, that's right around the block from here. Doesn't exist, obviously. And there it was. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna do a Darth Vader costume. I'm the same height as the original actor who played him. I thought it'd be really, really fun.
Yes.
And then what happened was, there was a person working here named Ilea, very close to Leah, and she said,
Not bad.
it isn't bad.
Not that
She
bad.
said, did you know that down at the Children's Hospital in Los Angeles, people dress up and give out candy to the kids who can't go out? And I was like, I'm up for this. So I made a Darth Vader costume out of garbage can lids and just whatever I could do. And I have to tell you, the thing that started cosplay as something that I really wanted to do was just seeing the expression on these kids' faces, because for them, there wasn't any distinction. I mean, this was Darth Vader standing in front of them. And
Really?
some of them were terrified, but the majority of them were really, really psyched.
Doing a charity event, and you run the risk of actually frightening the dying children to death.
You got to roll the dice.
I love it.
You gotta roll
I
the
love
dice.
it. That's living large in every sense of the word, man. I love it.
So
I love it.
that's how Meltdown is actually responsible for really all the stuff that I do.
That's very cool. This is great. You brought years of experience to so many of our fan events, because we at theonering.net have done lining up parties in front of the theater. For Star Wars, I was standing in line for weeks with that guy who has, years later, would become my co-host and my producer for the OneRing.net. And we were out there on the sidewalk. Before there was a Madame Tussauds, there was just an open air, flat, open parking lot, and we were all of us for the Phantom Menace. We were all sleeping on there for weeks and weeks.
I remember I walked by the tents and said, no.
No, I was there. It was great. And I may have actually bumped into you at the time and not known it.
Oh, it's very possible.
It's very, very much
very,
so.
very
Yeah,
possible.
I probably would have walked up to you and said, compliments to you, or, tremendous costume, but I wouldn't have known who the hell you were until years later when the Lord of the Rings, fandom reassembled.
Wait a second. So you didn't see me as the official Darth Vader at Attack of the Clones?
No, I didn't.
Ah, well, you missed out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have a story.
Okay, here comes the story.
So here's the story. So I have a very good Darth Vader uniform. It was bought before Darth Vader uniforms existed.
It's a stunning, like perfect Darth Vader uniform.
Pretty much the same as the movie.
Yeah.
So here's the helmet. This is based on a classic action helmet. It's been modified for me.
What is this? Do you know anything about the manufacturing of this?
This was done by,
this,
I believe was, it's based on, I think it's the Empire Strikes Back helmet.
Uh-huh.
and it was done by Rubies. It was called the Classic Action Helmet. They made them, and then they stopped making them. They now have kind of a cheapo version that's out there, but this was the one that all the cosplayers wanted. We didn't call ourselves that because it's light as opposed to wearing a full fiberglass helmet. It gets extremely hot in this costume.
Does it?
Oh yes. No, when I was at the premiere, which was in, I believe, April or May.
When it was very warm out.
It was over 100 degrees. And there was a certain point when I was getting a little woozy.
Wow.
I was actually taking pictures with Samuel Jackson, who played Mace Windu. And there were literally hundreds of photographers shooting pictures of us. And I'm standing next to him, and he's kind of supporting me because he knows how hot I am.
No, really?
And he goes to the cameraman and he says, "You don't want to take any more pictures." And the Jedi mind trick worked.
Really?
He let us, he
Really?
got me my
Got you out of
break.
there?
Yeah.
That's
it was
really nice.
It was very nice of him.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So I've been very impressed by your Gandalf and your Darth Vader over the years. And also, you've done other characters.
I have.
Now today, I'm even learning this. My learning curve is like through the roof. Another famous character from our good friend Mike Mignola, who has created Hellboy, and my wonderful buddy Doug Jones, who does Abe Sapien. Yay!
We
Mr.
love
Joe.
Doug.
Oh, we love Doug.
We love Doug.
So tell us, you've done Hellboy.
Yes, so this is a
And this required like body appliques and the whole thing?
well,
Or
you
did you
know,
actually have a piece?
with Hellboy, you know, you've got a trench coat. The folks at Sideshow made actual screen-accurate replicas of the Hand of Doom and the Samaritan gun. So armed with those, a great trench coat, sort of a fake red chest,
Yeah.
and some makeup on my hand, I was pretty much good to go.
Nice.
Now this was created by the folks at cropcircle.com. It's with a K. They made a sculpt.
I know Scott.
Yes,
I know those
Scott,
guys.
so-
That's Crop Circle.
Yes.
Scott Maple.
Yes.
You guys look up Scott Maple at Crop Circle, spelt with a K. Excellent fellow.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing stuff.
Yeah.
So he had sculpted a mask that actually zipped it all around the back. You can actually just totally get.
Too clever.
Yeah, it's kind of like something you might find in a dominatrix dungeon. I mean, this stuff is hot. So what they sent me was sort of a white mask, and then I proceeded to paint it and to install all this human hair on it. And my barber helped me do the Japanese knot in the back.
That is so good.
And I was Hellboy, and that got a lot of looks on Santa Monica Boulevard. I mean, as you know, in Hollywood on Santa Monica Boulevard during Halloween is one of the largest open parties in the world.
250,000 people storm across a 4.5-mile stretch of Santa Monica Boulevard, close to traffic from the edge of Beverly Hills right to the heart of West Hollywood at La Cienega. It's brilliant. And it's also a little nuts, but it's brilliant.
It's totally nuts.
It's really, really awesome.
Hey, somebody.
Question from the Reddit AMA.
Oh, we have the Reddit AMA going on concurrently.
Hi guys.
Hey, Reddit. Thank you guys for joining us.
Ask me anything.
What is going on in your mind when you watch yourself later? Are you satisfied with your cosplay?
You mean when you say watch yourself later? Do you mean
You know, any
pictures?
videos?
Oh, well, I think it's like filmmakers. You always see all the seams and the things you would have rather done to make it that much more perfect.
It's always the seams.
You just get kind of compulsive about it. But every time that I get a picture with somebody and they're really excited, that just brings me right back to the first time that I did this back at Children's Hospital. So,
So cool.
that's what I would say.
I would have loved to have seen some of those dying children just crying and freaking out at you as Darth Vader. I don't know
think
why.
I don't. That's
It
kind
is
of
so-
cruel, don't you
It
think?
is quite cruel, because like every good German, I'm into the whole, what do you call it? Yeah,
Freuden?
Schadenfreude. That's the word. There's a little bit of Schadenfreude in every German, and you just can't get rid of it.
Well,
Sorry.
no, but what's very interesting about cosplay is that, as my friends know, I'm kind of a big teddy bear. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm,
you're just a big wolf.
no, but I mean, I'm not really imposing.
No.
But the moment that I put on the mask,
Mm-hmm.
I undergo a transformation, and
Because this character speaks to people in a subconscious way. Really, that's the key to it. you know.
Yeah, well, no, I think it's the key to cosplay is
Yeah.
that you have to you do it. And there's also an extra added benefit is that if you have a particular personality in your everyday life, by putting on these masks, it allows you to be somebody that you would never ever get to be. And obviously Gandalf is very warm, so that's kind of like me. But all of these guys are pretty, they're badasses.
Oh, we haven't even gotten to, the Hound. Sir Clegane, is that correct?
Sandor Clegane.
Sandor.
Oh,
Clegane.
I should have brought my bucket of chicken.
You should have brought your
For all of you Game of Thrones fans out there who like the chicken meme, so this is me as Sandor the Hound Clegane, a character from Game of Thrones.
How's the glare on that?
Can you see it?
Sandor the Hound Clegane.
Now this isn't the actual final version of my costume, but the picture is just so awesome that I really like it.
You know what? I don't mean to do like a season 4 spoiler or anything, but I cannot believe Arya Stark just left you there. I just can't believe that Arya just left him there without a word. That was like one of the worst Schadenfreude moments that I didn't even laugh at. That was just. Anyways, your character is fantastic.
Thank you.
You've got the scar tissue, the burn. You've got the facial hair already, and the imposing height.
Yes.
Now this piece, a huge compliment to the costume.
Yeah. So this is one of the things I couldn't hope to make in my lifetime. This is actually a licensed Hound helmet by HBO, which you can get at HBO.com if you'd like. It is extremely heavy, and I don't know, should I try it on?
Yes, please.
Oh my gosh. Ooh, let's see. It comes with a really cool stand with the 3 dogs of the Clegane family. I'm actually going to remove this just to make it easier for me to get on. My head is so darn big.
It barely gets on. Wow, that is so badass.
So that's kind of the...
really badass.
I can get some woof moments out of this. Woof.
Well, I just have one question. Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out? Oh, very nice. That was nice. Anyway.
I love it.
Imagine that with all that other stuff on and...
So you've got some stuff that you have actually on sale?
Yeah, I thought, I've got, I'm a dad these days, and I've got a son, a young son, and I'm thinking, I could put some stuff away for the college fund, it'd be nice. And, stuff is awesome. I love having stuff.
But because you've been around so many of the creators and the filmmakers at all these big events, you've had access, and you've got things that are autographed, and you've got one of a kinds that are not available anywhere else in the whole wide world.
Not on eBay, nowhere.
Nowhere near that
believe
secondary
me.
market. You guys, the reason why you're here watching us is because this is the place where all geeks and nerds and everybody in geekdom are going to find just these exclusive things that are not really available anywhere else. And of course, Meltdown Comics is so grateful to them for hosting us today. Tell us.
I think they, I'm not going to talk about any of the monetary details. I think you can find that online. Is that correct, Justin? Where do they need to go to? Store.melt.comics.com.
There's a hot link. You guys are going to see it here as a lower third. You can click on that link in your YouTube window. This is not just, pictorial. It's a real link, and it will take you right to the shop. It's shop.meltdowncomics.com. Store, damn it. Store.meltdowncomics.com.
I think, Cliff, you were at Brentano's for the signing at Century City.
Oh gosh, I was there that day. Yes.
Brentano's no longer exists.
Yeah.
But we were there.
There used to be a big nationwide book chain called Crocs and Brentano's. Doesn't exist anymore.
But during that time, this was, I think this was it was before, it was the first time Peter came into town.
It was the year 2000. They were still in production on Fellowship. We had gone with
That's right, because Sean Astin had come in to do Every Picture Tells a Story. That's
correct.
where I met Chris.
That is correct. And gosh, that was at Storyville.
Yeah, it was next to New Line.
Right next, where the New Line cinema offices are.
On
Robertson Boulevard.
It's all connected.
Bringing it back to a wave of nostalgia. Yeah. But seriously, folks, we've known each other for 15 years as friends and workers on the OneRing.net, and there was a visit by the filmmakers before Fellowship of the Ring came out, before the worldwide phenomenon took hold.
Wasn't it after? It was after the Cannes Film Festival.
Yes.
They did a screening at the Egyptian
Yes.
of the footage
Of that footage.
And
And the New Zealand New Zealand Film Council, working with the New Zealand Embassy, had done another West Coast event showing us that footage, and that's where we all met at Brentano's. And believe it or not, I was shooting footage for my documentary, Ringer's Lord of the Fans,
Yeah.
which is when we had some very early shots, and there was a line of people in the bookstore to see the filmmakers and hear them talk about the film.
And this,
And
it also happened to be the, this was the centenary, the 100 year
100-year edition.
edition, illustrated by Alan Lee, who ended up doing most of the storyboards and
Alan Lee and John Howe had been working, have continued to work with Peter Jackson on all the artwork and designs for the worlds of Middle Earth.
And this was a book that contained the entire Lord of the Rings in one
one
place.
collected volume.
And I was lucky enough
Yes.
to not only have
The whole thing.
Peter Jackson, Philippa Boynes, and Fran Walsh, the writers and producers of the.
Do we have we have a close-up camera.
we-
We'll
can we-
take Hellboy's head.
We'll take Hellboy's head here. We'll show you
We'll
guys
put
this.
this right here.
We also got Sean Astin and Andy Serkis, who you may know from the new Planet of the Apes. Again, circles within circles. It all comes back. And
Thank you.
and I have decided that I can part with this. So this is a one-of-a-kind.
I can't believe
Item.
I can't believe you really are parting with this, but you can, and you can find it only here. And there's a link right here, guys. Check out this. This
This
I'll-
is for super diehard fans.
I will point this out to you because I recognize their handwriting.
Yes, he can verify it
That
because he was
actually
there.
says something odd about my sensibilities that I can recognize their handwriting. This right up here, Andy Serkis. This is Andy. Okay, the big splashy one, of course, is our director, Peter Jackson. And then right down here, in very, very tiny, interesting print, the most intellectual of all the signatures, Philippa Boyens. And there's Fran Walsh, beautiful, and right there, Sean Astin on the left-hand side. Let me hold this up just a little bit to the camera. There's Sean. These are real, these are actual authentic autographs, and I know because I have the same autographs in my edition at home. I do.
You know, and it would make a great, you know, if you wanted to collect all the major signatures, this would be a great way to get started. So something to think about. Now this was obviously for our Lord of the Rings Star Wars fans.
Yes.
What we have right up here
Oh,
is pretty amazing. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the Star Wars 7 trailer this morning, but I woke up to it.
We did.
And you know, when I saw, well, I can't say it because I don't want to spoil it, but when I saw a certain something doing a certain something, I was like, yeah,
Your something did a certain something.
it could be. It was the morning, so yeah, you get a little morning Star Warsian. The Schwartz was with me. That's it.
Oh, thank you, Mel Brooks.
We
Thank
love you, Mel Brooks. Please,
Can I do the joke?
you can do the joke.
Do you know the joke I'm going to do?
I don't.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know the
All you
joke.
have to do is say, "No, I'm clearing." Okay.
Okay.
So you can start reading my microphone. Do you want to do the bit, or do you want to do the Mel Brooks bit, or I'll do the Han Solo bit?
You can do whatever you like. I
Okay.
don't know exactly what
Okay,
you're
then-
going to do. I don't know what he's going
Okay.
to do.
Then
He scares me
All right,
sometimes.
hold on. This is called improv, where I feed him his lines.
feed
This is
me,
real
feed me.
improv. Okay. You just have to say, "Oh, you can read it." Okay. So this is the Spaceballs joke of the day. Forgive me.
Oh, you can read it.
No, I'm clearing my throat. Anyway, I had to do it.
Very, very nice.
I had
This
to
is
do
what
it.
you get on this extreme network.
Extreme Shopping Network,
We shop.
XSN.
Okay, so here, guys, for the ultimate Star Wars fan who really wants some bragging rights in their cinema room, this is the first Darth Vader saber that was ever licensed by Lucasfilm. Icons. Prior to Master Replica.
Even before Master Replica, which is what many of the fans are familiar with, this is from the company Icons.
So it's the prequel
May I?
Master replica.
It is.
Yes, it is. And in
Check this out,
fact,
guys. I'm going to take the case off.
so, and it has a specially machined hook on the back that you would not find on any master replica to put on your belt. But what is amazing about it is that it was freaking signed by James Earl Jones, and it is numbered 63 of 1,000 total made on the planet. And while I was at it, I got Dave Prowse to sign it too.
Unbelievable, man.
So, yeah.
So you have the voice of Darth Vader and the actual physical Vader, David Prowse and James Earl Jones, who have autographed this, and this comes free from the base.
Yep, you can put it on your belt.
You can put it on your belt. This is a real, wow. When was this made? Because
This is early '90s. This is
really.
This is before the prequels came out.
Don't touch that button.
I just want to.
Ah, jeez.
You know what do you mean? That one right there?
Anyway,
So the question from Reddit: do you make money doing cosplay, or do you just get cool stuff like this?
oh no, I get cool stuff like this just because I'm obsessed with getting cool stuff, and I happen to be in the right place at the right time. You know, for cosplay, I have gotten some money winning cosplay contests, which I've shared with my amazing cosplay compatriots. I would like to mention Mike Coleman. We were the winners of the fantasy division at FantasyCon for The Hound, Peter Baelish, Littlefinger, and Arya Stark, C.C. Ewing. If you just Google The Hound cosplay, you will most likely see a picture of me looking inebriated, drinking a bottle of wine with Littlefinger and Arya in front of me. So yes, I have made some money, but that's not the intention. The intention is to try to kind of bring a little bit of Game of Thrones into whosever life we happen to be near.
It supports your cosplay habit.
It supports my cosplay habit. In fact, all the money that's made just goes into making the next costume. So there you go.
Yeah. And also,
It's like a gateway drug.
and a little bit from Max's college fund.
Absolutely. Well, or his cosplay fund, because Max also is 6 and has already cosplayed Carl Grimes from The Walking Dead. We considered having a sign that says, "No, I have not actually seen The Walking Dead," because that would make Mommy and Daddy into very bad people. So we actually haven't showed it to him, but he likes Carl.
This is number 63 of 1,000, isn't it?
Yes, so it's an early number. And,
very early number.
And look, James Earl Jones, you know, how much longer we got? I hope a long time.
Whoa, blasphemer!
What?
Okay, I think the same thing. When it comes to getting something autographed by Christopher Lee, I tell
you have that
myself the same thing. I'm going to have to fly to London and find him so I can get him to autograph my Lord of the Rings before he leaves this physical plane of existence.
That's right.
It doesn't mean that I won't meet him again in some other dimensional plane, but I'm sure I will. But for now, here we are.
Well, I feel the same way about Stan Lee. I mean, there are, you know.
Don't say that.
Okay. So we have some superstitious people here.
Come New Year's Day, everybody else is going to have a whole different 5-person, graveyard list. You know that game that everybody plays at the beginning of the year? Yeah, morbid but fun. Yeah. Somebody's going to buy dinner for me by the time December 31st is here, because my last year's predictions were pretty darn good. They were. It was pretty grim, but anyway.
That's very grim. No, so there's
That's
one.
quite grim. Again, the Schadenfreude. I just have to stop with that.
It is the Schadenfreude. So here's the last thing I'm gonna throw out in front of you.
Now, just to be clear, what we do have for sale on this clickable link, okay, at the shop is this number 63 out of 1,000 early first edition
Darth Vader lightsaber
with an authentic autograph
Yeah,
by
it's
James Earl Jones.
certificate of
and David Prowse.
authenticity is right there.
And then we also have another item, the book, the autographed Lord of the Rings volume, right?
Right, that's Peter Jackson, Philippa Boyens, Fran Walsh.
Yes. Fran Walsh, and Andy Serkis and
Sean.
Astin. And what's the other item that we have?
So the other item is for those fans of Charles Schultz and Peanuts.
Oh, cool.
So this is actual art, guys. This is a framed lithograph by Tom Everhart, who is the estate artist for Peanuts, and it is entitled Winter. It's from the Superfly suite, and it is Snoopy in the midst of winter, taking a dive in a very summery, nicely psychedelic field of color.
Really nice.
And it is 152 out of 295 lithographs that exist on the planet. So if you are a huge Peanuts fan, and you know, I just grew up seeing Lucy pull that football from Charlie Brown, so I've always liked it. So that's the other thing.
This is very cool.
Is that cool?
Really, really colorful. You have this all packed up? ready
Yes,
to
it's
ship?
all packed up and ready to ship. And all of these items, you know, free shipping. I'll get them to wherever you need to be.
Signed, matted, and framed by
Yes.
the original artist.
COA, right?
Oh, yes, with a certificate of authenticity.
Right here, the COA.
Right here.
Absolutely, spot on.
Absolutely.
Number 152 out of 295. And these gorgeous collectible items, who have now come from a veteran of the cosplay world and the geek world.
Yeah, these have all been, I've had these for many, many years, so it's,
You're literally the biggest fan.
I am
Yeah,
the biggest
the
fan.
biggest fan.
I'm the biggest fan. So anyway, I'm done selling you stuff. If you want to ask me any questions, or if you would like, this is the time to do it. And then after that, if you don't mind, I would like to have you view Batman versus Darth Vader
I would love
with
to do
with
that.
2 of the 3 Vaders
With 2 of the three
in,
Vaders
in
tow.
observance.
Yes.
And
and
yes,
this is here.
Eric Flores.
he's
He helped assist on the film.
yes,
Oh,
he's
Eric.
one of the
We
filmmakers.
We have one of the filmmakers, we have the film's producer, and 2 of the film's principal actors.
Yes.
Oh wow, we've got the gang's all here. Come on,
Let's
guys,
do
come
it.
on,
Let's
guys.
do it. Come on, guys.
This is so cool. Observe this delicious geekery by clicking
come on
this
this
hot
way.
link to get to store.meltdowncomics.com.
So, technical question here,
Hi there.
Justin.
How you doing?
Should he watch this right
Good to see you,
here
man. Damien, you here with us?
on?
I'm involved.
Looming behind you.
This is, as usual, the great villains do loom behind the unsuspecting protagonist. I'm sorry. This is.
I am Groot.
I always thought I was the tall guy in the room, and now I'm like
Oh, you.
lost in the forbidden forest. of
You're a
fellows.
tall guy in my mind.
Fakes.
I'm
Oh,
usually
big
one of
fat.
the shortest on set.
Really?
Every beat time, usually.
What's your 5'11"? Like
Well, I'm
you're 5'6"?
I'm 6.
actually.
Oh, you're 6 foot.
6 foot.
Okay.
Would-
Whoa! See, there you go. There's jockeying for the captain's chair. But you're 5'11". Excuse me, I'm 6.
Cliff,
I love that. That's brilliant.
while I'm
That's
trying to get the
brilliant.
technical stuff set up, would you mind
Yes.
if Damien spoke a little bit about Bat in the Sun and kind of what they've been doing? This
Yeah,
is
please, guys. Yeah, come on and tell us something about.
What have we been doing?
well, I think you've made 14 so far. is
Yeah,
that
we
correct?
have. We've made 14 episodes. It's a culmination of myself, Aaron, and Sean Shernka, the director and other producers. Sean is Aaron's father. He handles all of our music. He does all the costumes. And we cannot have the series without Nikolai, and I'm going to butcher his last name, I'm so sorry, Nikolai Zurkamov, I believe it's Zurkamov?
Amazing story. I mean, this.
Yeah, it's something we can we'll
Yeah.
develop later. But amazingly talented gentleman who does not live in the United States. He actually lives in
Ukraine.
Russia, in the Ukraine.
So
and,
during like a war, he's like working on visual effects.
yeah. And
Amazing.
self-taught, amazingly talented fellow. And again, now this
That's
is
interesting.
to give you an idea of, I mean, the budgetary issues. We are literally creating these in a van down by the river. Like,
Really?
Compared to Hollywood,
This is
we're in a van
negative
down by the river.
budget.
Yeah, it's pretty much in out of Aaron's apartment, and this is us slapping something together. So Hollywood.
So if you
So,
guys,
what we
well,
got?
if you want, go to YouTube and just type in Batman versus Darth Vader, Superpower Beatdown, and then he will watch this. Wait, you need to get so they can actually see your reaction.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
sure, of
so
course.
we're gonna
to start it from the
start it from the beginning.
It won't since the slider. Yeah, we'll have to refresh.
Top or hit refresh.
There
Hit
it is.
refresh.
The slider won't go back.
Okay.
In time.
So I think we are going to do that.
There we go. Okay, my very first time seeing Batman versus Darth
On a
Vader.
feeling.
I think we have to do a future episode of Rocket Raccoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
that's
there's a deluxe edition of the soundtrack
no.
coming
You
out.
could be Rocket and I could be Groot.
No, there's no way.
You could be Groot and I could be
Such a
Rocket. No.
Shut your hole.
I'll put on the.
I'll do whatever it takes in my cosplay.
I'll-
3-foot character, I'm there.
I'll put on the green. I'll put on the green TNA, and I'll play, Zoe Saldana's role if you want me to.
I can see you pulling off.
Any
You can do it.
To shave though.
any opportunity to do bad drag, and I'm there.
All right. Here we go.
Are you ready?
Ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Drum
I'm just
rolls.
kidding. Batman versus Darth Vader.
That's us.
The Starfield, and then the camera moves down to a very familiar. Oh, okay.
So I do full screen here.
Yeah.
That is
Is that you?
No.
No, this is the wonderful
Kevin
Kevin Porter. The
Kevin-
best
oh.
Batman you will ever see.
Oh, how cool. So Batman is responding to a distress call from Vader?
Superman,
Superman.
who's been captured and is
is
in the
being
Death
held on
Star.
the Death Star. Oh, this is brilliant. I've never seen this.
Well, that's the idea.
And we actually
Yeah,
shot
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
we shot this at Laurel Canyon Studios, which is the old Firefly set.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
So it's got double geek cred.
Yeah.
We walk the halls.
oh my God, Batman's talking to Oracle? Okay. Who's the voice of Oracle?
A lovely lady named.
Gotta remember, TikTok.
We are very embarrassed.
No, that's okay.
It's in the credits.
Yes,
It's just
I
in
don't
the
even know-
credits.
I don't even know who.
I love that character, Oracle.
Ooh. Great Darth Vader voice. Best Darth Vader voice I have heard.
That's really awesome.
And the guy who does it is an actual midget.
Is that amazing?
No, I'm joking.
Oh. Oh, it's about to get serious now.
Oh, this is so cool.
Damien is about to give whoop ass.
Give whoop ass?
Give whoop ass, isn't it?
Open a can of.
Open a can of.
Whoa, nice.
You should be watching it.
This is so cool.
Science
Nice
over
line.
magic. Okay, here it is.
Oh.
Batman's bringing it.
Yeah. I love the Arkham City gauntlets.
Favorite part.
Yep, the Batman is based on the Arkham City version of Batman, which most people.
Oh, where did Batman get his own lightsaber from? Are you kidding me?
Well,
That's Obi-Wan's. He found it in the armory.
he found it in the
Oh,
armory.
He found Obi-Wan's. Oh, that's why he was looking on the pads to get that.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Smart guy, that Batman.
well,
He's prepared for almost anything.
this is only the second time I've seen this.
He sounds so
Really?
much like Kevin Conroy's voice. It's brilliant. That's brilliant. Oh, that's
I mean,
badass.
can you imagine that this was done? All of those effects done by a
one
guy in a war-torn country.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That was my Bruce Lee 6-inch punch.
How did you guys...
Okay.
There's so many production questions I have about how you put this together.
Well,
This is only 5 minutes and 20 seconds of absolute bliss.
so now you have to figure
So
out. You have to
good.
figure out when we make the switch between Damien and me.
Has this been you this whole time?
No, that's Damien the whole
Been
time.
you.
Yeah.
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 But keep watching.
Oh, cool. Oh my God. Is that you?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
David. That's you? Oh, that is
Yeah.
you. Oh,
yeah.
totally doing the burnt, shaved head David Prowse thing.
No. Well, actually, David Prowse never showed his face,
Yeah.
but
He didn't know. He was just,
but the guy at the end of Return of the Jedi.
yes. You're controlling the Batwing with the
Yeah.
Force?
Yeah.
So cool. Whoa.
Don't say what happens. Don't say it. You have to watch it yourselves.
Oh,
Are you effing kidding me?
Okay, don't say it. Don't say it. And
Are you effing kidding me? Because that is so cool.
And there's going to be a newer, longer version coming out very soon.
John Charles Cordery was the voice of Darth Vader.
John
So
Porter.
Amazingly talented
spot on.
guy.
Yeah, let's
So
tell
cool.
everybody's name.
oh, we just passed Oracle.
Did we?
Yeah, we're going to go back because
Oh, that
I'm
is
an idiot.
okay. But there's still hashtag Batman versus Vader. Use that hashtag because it's brilliant. Co-produced by Damian Brewer.
yeah, I was Vader unmasked.
Oracle was
Caitlin.
Caitlin. Almost read it. It was Caitlin.
Oh, you
Good job,
guys.
Caitlin. And you were involved in producing it. You guys were all together.
Oh.
Caitlin Stanton.
Stanton. How super
And then
cool.
Stormtroopers were Michael Bender, Troy Manning, Glenn Borst, Francisco Owens.
Francisco. There's a Francisco.
Yeah. And again, Nikolai Zamkovoy is just
Nikolai
Yeah,
Zamkovoy. This
what
is a
Mr.
man you are going to know about.
What Mr. Zamkovoy has done in this fan-created film is really pure A-list Hollywood perfection. It's just amazing. Hey guys, check out Khal Drogo. He's right outside the door. There
No
we go.
way!
Just kidding. Anyways, I had to. This is really, really cool.
Also, I mean, Joey Rasul, he's our DP. Lot of, I mean,
guy.
we wouldn't have had
Spectacular.
the looks
Amazing.
that we had without Joey as well.
So I'm not allowed to say what I just saw at the end.
Would you
but-
like it? Did you like it?
Yes, I loved it. Yes.
Okay.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That was really, really impressive.
Now the outcomes of all of these episodes are voted on by the
Fan
fans.
Good
votes.
stuff.
They're fan
Yeah?
voted.
So they actually film both. For the most part, they film both endings.
Yes.
And we will film the other version next month.
So it's not quite
So I
finished
may,
yet.
so I may have to go back under the
Makeup.
Under the
Can we-
black.
another
take a
3.5
look at some of this?
hours.
We actually
Jeff
have
West, by the way, Jeff West did the makeup, and we actually
Yes.
have
Here's
here
the original pieces of his
That's the one that he
destroyed
ripped off.
unmasking.
Darth Vader.
So Sean Schenke, or how do you pronounce his last name?
Shernka.
Shernka,
There's not a single art.
made this entirely just by hand
Wow.
with
So
found
cool.
pieces. He took an old helmet that I had and melted it, and I got to keep it. Yeah, this I'm not selling.
No.
Sorry,
this
guys.
Is, this is so awesome. Well done,
I
guys.
think I'm going to have to do this for San Diego Comic-Con or Celebration. Isn't Star Wars Celebration coming up in April?
You know, I'm getting my own Darth Vader suit, right?
I was that, or I was going to give you mine.
No, it's your son's.
It is my son's.
It is. I
Because
don't-
he's going to be big too.
Yeah.
But I'm the first guy to give him the safe
Yeah.
to try it on to get that feel. Oh my gosh!
Who's here? Wait a minute. Surprise! We have actually we have less room within the camera frame.
Oh, you know, okay.
We do have
We'll get these guys to go.
But yeah, it's we had a great time doing this. Congratulations,
lot of fun.
guys.
Awesome stuff.
Thank you.
Bat
very
in the
much. Glad
Sun
you enjoyed.
Studio,
Really great to meet you,
YouTube,
buddy.
Batman versus
Lovely
Darth
to meet you.
Vader.
These guys are awesome and very
Over a
impressive.
million views in less than 2 days, actually.
1.8 million views
We
so
have,
far.
in over almost 2 years, we've got over 85 million views.
Yeah.
Eric, you've been with us since Wolverine versus Predator, right?
No, Captain America.
Captain
Master
America Master Chief. That was
Yeah,
the first
Captain
one.
America Master Chief.
Yes.
Awesome.
How many of these things have you guys done?
About 14.
14?
Yeah, 14 episodes.
Yeah, Hollywood.
It started off.
Hollywood.
with this- Long story short, it started us saying we're not going to do fan films anymore. We're not going to do fan films anymore. We sit down in Aaron's living room and he goes, "So what do we do?" I said, "Well, what do we have?" And he goes, "Well, we've got a bunch of bat suits, and what else do we have to?" And we're literally writing down a list of
It's like David's got a Darth Vader one.
We have assets.
By the way, I have to say, Darth Vader versus Gandalf, my Gandalf costume,
I was Vader.
I was Vader.
I was Vader.
You were Vader in the fighting stuff. But all the dramatic stuff was me.
He just stood there and clenched his teeth.
We have a question from Twitter, a live question that just came in about this edition. Is it illustrated?
Oh, it's
All right, fine. We'll
beautifully
talk about
illustrated.
this one later.
Yes,
Guys,
the answer is
have fun.
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Damien.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's illustrated throughout. Here is,
The answer is yes. And I'll tweet him back and I'll say yes.
Yeah.
Illustrated throughout by
Alan Lee.
Yes.
Yeah, gorgeous gift for somebody. Or yourself. But wait, I know that there's a certain paladin who I think just wants all this stuff. So, yeah,
Edition. How do you spell centennial? Oh, come on.
send 10. It's two
There you go.
ends.
Got it. Thank
you got
you.
it.
Apple spell check.
You got it?
Got it.
Okay.
Tweet.
Tweet. Meep meep.
Holy cow. You're not
Oh,
going to
come on,
believe
let's-
this,
let's
but
welcome
we have,
them.
We have many more friends and surprises who have just arrived here And you'll have to forgive me because
Where,
there's
Bonnie
just so
Gordon?
much happening in the Twitterverse. No. I'm just trying to. We have. Can I pronounce? Is it Jenere?
Yes.
Xander Jenere,
Xander
who
Jenere.
you guys have seen from season 2 of King of the Nerds, which is an excellent show.
Totally
And
excellent
You've
show.
also got from season 1, the premiere season of ABC's The Quest.
The beautiful, the amazing, the fantastic
Paladin Bonnie.
Paladin
Gordon.
Bonnie.
Yay!
Yes.
For this. Thank you.
Hey.
Xander. Oh, you know what?
I'll take that.
You know what? Yes, thank you. Before I take it. Before I
Guys.
take it, yes.
This is for Max. It's
I'll
for
take
Max.
one of these and 4 of these and 2 of those.
Anything.
Put it on my tab.
You make a great Hell Girl.
Thank you.
Whoa.
I think that's a
seriously?
cosplay you're going to have to do.
Done.
I mean, it's just so. You know what I mean?
Yes. Will you be my Hellboy?
I'll be your Hellboy. I'll be your Hellboy anytime.
Hey-oh.
Hey-oh.
This is like OK Cupid for cosplay.
Well,
There should now that's $1 million idea. Someone out
It's a
there,
$1 million idea.
You iOS app developers, we need a new app. You know, what is it?
Cosplay Cupid.
Cosplay Cupid.
Oh my God.
yeah, exactly. You know, figure what is, in other words,
You
what
match
is your
yourselves
perfect
up.
with the perfect cosplay and the perfect cosplay couple,
Done.
like me and Arya Stark.
Yeah.
Exactly.
CC. I mean, that's like
LGBT
That's just creepy,
version.
though.
it is
Cosplay
creepy.
Grindr.
I know it is.
And
That
then
could get dangerous.
cosplay Zeus, cosplay Cupid, cosplay Grinder.
Yeah.
What else are we missing?
Cosplay Grinder.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
I'm
whoa.
there. It's all about that.
It's about the cosplay and the closed door.
Yeah.
That's what I. That's what,
Yeah, but you know, there's cosplay and then there's real play, and this is what Bonnie did on the Quest.
That is very
It's
true.
one thing. It's one thing to put on the clothes. It's another thing to live the life. And I just want to applaud her and all the members of the cast and crew.
yes.
By the way, there's a connection to the Lord of the Rings within that crew. There's a gentleman named Mark Ordesky,
Mark.
producer of the show, who was an executive producer of Lord of the Rings.
He was. He's a good friend of the OneRing.net. Mark Ordesky has always been the one guy who's, you'd think he's the Hollywood guy, but he's not. He's just been with the fans at the grassroots level, talking and hanging out with us, hanging out on the sidewalk in front of the theater, doing what we do because he's a geek too.
Dude, he's an original Dungeons and Dragons nerd, just like
yes,
me.
Yeah, yeah.
He will
Like
regale you
old
with
school.
stories of playing first edition D&D.
Yeah.
I want to play. I want to play D&D with him drunk. That would be so
Oh,
fun.
drunk
I've
D&D
done
would be
that.
fantastic.
So good.
Yeah,
gotta
but
do
with
it.
Mark. That's
Yeah,
when,
oh,
that's when
yeah.
it
No,
gets
with
really
Mark.
good.
All right, we'll make this happen, and we'll
Yes.
film it.
While you
And
guys
Cliff
are-
will moderate.
I'd be glad to moderate if I can. While you guys are in LA, if you're anywhere around here, come on down. You're the next contestant on Meltdown Comics Black Friday sale. Extra 25% off everything in the store today. Shall I mention again? Francisco will shake your hand. He might even give you a free DC Comics button. Sorry, Marvel fans. Anyways, we've got
25% off, right?
Hey, wait a second! Hey, stop that man! Stop that man!
Speaking of sales, we have
Yes.
something for sale
Yes,
that just came
indeed.
out today.
That is so exciting because I just heard this song backstage and I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled.
Yes.
I have a little
I'm
red
ready to
pea
dance.
spot in my pants because it was so thrilling.
We had to get him a napkin. It was gross. So,
Go clean yourself up.
Xander and I.
me for a minute.
Oh dear.
Excuse
he's
me for a
gonna go.
minute.
He's gonna go
You go
fix his
clean.
wet spot.
Go fix your wet spot.
Xander and I have been friends for many years, and after King of the Nerds and the Quest was over, we were like, how can we work together?
How can we take over the world?
Oh, that too.
Is
That
the
was
thing.
that was the after. That was the.
They called me
subtext.
as to be the muscle.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We got our bodyguard right here. We just started a new band called the Library Bards,
It's like library cards.
but with bards.
Get it?
And
I don't think people know what library cards are anymore.
Oh man.
Guys?
I do.
Go to your
All right,
library.
if you're a reader.
Go to
Yeah.
your local library.
You should
but
sign it.
Library Bards. It's a new parody band that we collaborated on. We have so many songs and videos coming out soon. But
If you want to sell it, I just have it.
hello. We have
wondering if you were selling it.
Yeah, I'll sell it. If you, maybe you can.
We
take it.
need
No, I'm back. I'm back. Just.
David, come back.
I'm back.
We need
I'm
your
back. I'm back.
microphone. Not only
Oh,
that,
here.
we have something to ask you.
Yes.
Oh.
So
Very
okay.
important.
So we have lots of videos and songs that we're working on right now that's going to be released soon. But as of today, we decided to release one of our the songs that we've been working on for the past few months. We know that there are a lot of parodies right now of All About That Bass that were space themed. And we weren't going to release it, but then we were like, you know what? We worked so hard on it. Let's
just
do
do
it.
it
Let's
anyway.
do it anyway.
Yeah.
So if you go to Reverb Nation and search Library Bards, you can get our rendition of All About That Space, complete with a John Williams-esque orchestra
Oh, yeah.
and cantina band in the chorus, and we pretty much mention every sci-fi space show imaginable.
Absolutely. And I have to mention, too, that the music is done by Jake Vert Kaufman.
Yes.
He's an amazing composer. He's done huge video games, and he just knocked this out. And it was
Oh my
so
gosh, literally
great.
one night. He was like,
Yeah.
how's this, guys? And we're like, what?
Unbelievable.
What?
I was like snapping my fingers,
Yeah.
dancing in the car to this thing.
Yeah, it's a limited release because we know that there are a lot of other parodies out there, but it's only 99 cents now, and you can own it.
Yes.
And say that you were there.
And
when it
pretty
came
please,
out.
pretty please buy it, because the reason why we're putting it up for sale is to get investors interested in helping us, collaborating with us and helping us create amazing music videos that match the quality of the music that we're
Yeah,
making.
we've got a lot of stuff lined up with different geeky themes.
But so this is that's it. This is definitely geeky themes. 'Cause
Yes.
Oh
I,
yeah, it's all
Yep.
all nerd, all
Sailor
fantastic.
I want a Hound song.
Oh wait.
So,
Okay, this is why we wanted to come and
No,
crush your house.
no,
Okay.
no.
Because we wanted to ask you
No.
on camera, so you couldn't say no.
you have to say yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now you're
No.
but
Wait. I'm confused.
So next month we are putting out a Hobbit song and creating a video for it, and we wanted to ask you to be our Gandalf. Not only that.
But like,
Squee.
he's the main character
Yeah.
of the song.
Yeah, it's all about Gandalf, really. And also, not only that, we do have a Game of Thrones song in the works, and we also have a. If we do make a video of All About That Space, we would of course need your services.
Oh well, of course,
for Darth
Damien.
Vader.
I've handed the mantle over. He is the next generation.
All right. Well then.
Unless
Mr.
you have
Damon,
taking us.
If you were free for a music video shoot, fit it in and all of your other crazy projects that you're working on.
He's too big for you now.
Yeah. Well,
But we would
Never
love-
too big for them.
We would love for you to be our Hound and our
Yes.
Gandalf in the music videos, if you're so willing to don the helmet once more.
Well, it's all about the blades. About the blades.
no.
No fire.
No.
Oh.
Oh no.
No?
There it is.
Oh no.
You
We're
can
doing a
listen-
whole
No,
different
no, I
song,
know that.
right?
No. I
Listen
wouldn't
to
want
the
that.
song. You can find us everywhere on social media at Library Bards. You find us on Reverb Nation at the Library Bards, and it's only 99 cents.
And
How can you
please-
go wrong?
Exactly. So we got a lot of people interested in possibly helping us collaborate with music videos and whatnot. So we're really excited. And not only that, next year we are planning a huge con tour.
Oh.
This is the first time we've talked about it.
I know.
On
So look out
camera.
for us on at conventions near you, because we're going everywhere and we're gonna put our music out everywhere.
And they're
Also-
super fun when they do this. They do all
Also-
kinds of performances that you might not expect.
Oh, yes, they do.
Exactly,
Yes,
which is
they
why we're gonna
do.
talk to you after.
Conversation.
Yeah. We were like, how convenient.
And also, find these guys out on Twitter at
Oh,
I
Bonnie Bell G.
Bonnie Bell G,
And then Xanderific with 2 R's and 1 F.
and particularly the Library Bards will be at Library Bards.
You got it.
Yes.
All
So
over.
find the song, you guys. I promise you, you will not be disappointed if you take a listen to it. I know there's a lot of parodies out there that have the same theme, but I promise you, ours is
the best.
The,
top quality.
the vocals
I don't know.
are amazing.
It's
Great
really
voice.
funny. Reverbnation.com/Library Bards.
And-
There you go.
And we're gonna put it up on iTunes and everything, but we just wanted to do a limited release just for you guys at theonering.net and Meltdown.
Hey.
Yeah.
Guys, I think we're wrapping up.
Yeah,
If you
sorry.
anybody has any questions for me, you can always reach me on Twitter at David C. Baxter. And this has been incredibly fun. What? Oh, and on Facebook, Larger Than Life Cosplay. Come on down, check out the cosplay.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, it's fun. Join us.
Absolutely.
And
Hey,
everybody!
there
She
goes,
keeps-
there
these
goes
kids, they
that
keep taking
beautiful
it.
illustrated edition from Alan Lee.
Buy it now or it's mine.
Buy it now. There's a link. Right down
Original Vader
here. The
lightsaber.
original Vader lightsaber from what year?
This would be in the early 90s.
Early 90s?
When the very
Buy
first
it now
license
or
one.
it's mine.
Before my time.
And
Autographed
then
by David Mr. Prouse.
And James Earl
And
Jones.
James Earl Jones. You guys have been so fantastic.
And Peanuts.
Oh, well,
Buy it now or
extraordinary.
it's mine.
Limited
She's
lithograph.
going to take it, guys.
This is the place to be. Come visit us on Black Friday at Meltdown Comics. We'll be back on the air in just a few minutes. Go take a pee break, and we'll see you in a bit.
Pea break.
Ah,
Cheers.
bye.
We'll be back soon.